And we're back. It is the afternoon of October the 5th, second weekend of bow season here in Central Arkansas, and we're back after it. I went hunting this morning. Let's just say I didn't have the best hunting trip. I was walking to the stand just before legal shooting time like I normally do, where I could see my step, but then still hopefully slip in and get in the ground blind before legal shooting time. And went around a corner and a deer was right there at the lane headed to my stand underneath the giant white oak tree, I'm sure eating acorns, and so spooked that deer. Also, my cell camera had just alerted me that there is a deer at the feeder that I was hunting by right when I was about to round the corner, so I knew that deer was there. I didn't know that the one right in front of me was going to be there. So spooked the one, that deer spooked the other deer, and so I thought, well, since they're all cleared out, might as well go get in the ground blind. So I got there, sat for 3 or so hours this morning, didn't see anything. I go get out of my ground blind, zip it back up behind me, stand up, and deer starts blowing in the woods and runs off. Like, good grief. The good news was that that is not the main property. I just had a feeling this morning that the deer were going to be moving, and we're going to be moving in the dark or right at daylight, and I didn't want to do anything to mess up my chances at this other property where it just got more deer and bigger bucks and all that stuff. And so I went to another property and messed things up there, but it's probably going to be a while before I hunt there again, so not mad about it. My main spot out here has still been undisturbed, and so that's good. Today, the thing that's really working against us is the heat. It's still hot. It's like 85 degrees. Temperature's going to start dropping, but it's not going to get real cool tonight, so we're never going to have like a big cool down. The other factors kind of working against us are that the mast is falling pretty heavy. So acorns are falling like crazy, and persimmons, which kind of plays to my advantage. This lane that I'm hunting down tonight, there's a persimmon tree out there about 100 yards away. So it's bow season. Obviously, can't shoot anywhere near that far. So won't get a shot at them if they come out there. But if they get out in the lane, there is a decent chance that they're going to eventually work their way down to the feeder where I'm at and where the rice brain and swamp chomp are at. Another thing that's kind of working against me, which I knew this would happen, is that the food plots are coming in really, really well. We've had some good timely rains right after planting it, and just some mornings with really, really heavy dew. And they're growing really great. The turnips, the winter wheat, it's all coming in great. But I'm also now starting to get a lot of pictures where there's like 2 deer at the feeder and like 3, 4, or 5 way down the lane for 100 yards, just eating the green stuff growing, which is great for gun season. Doesn't really help me out too much for bow season, but at least they're in the right area. And that's really the best that I can hope for at this part of the season. You know, early season is kind of a gamble either way. Nature is always going to outproduce a hunter, like whenever the right conditions are in place, like with acorns falling and persimmons and stuff like that. So nature's going to win every time. It's just about putting the odds in your favor. And like, I know that these deer know where the feed is, and you know, I've kept it out consistently 25 yards from the stand. And so as long as they're not spooked and they're on a pretty normal pattern, which they are, then at least I've got a chance. And so that's the best we can hope for. We've got a good east-southeast wind tonight. Really the only spot in any of the properties I can hunt is this one stand that we're going to, the big fiberglass stand, which is a spot that I'm really probably the most excited about hunting anyway. So I'm going to get my gear together, and I'm going to head that way, probably in shorts and a t-shirt. I don't even know if I'm going to put anything camo on, just because I'd rather not get hot and sweaty. So they got a good wind. They shouldn't be able to smell me either way. We'll show you what happens tonight. All right, just got back to the truck. I'm gonna call that a successful hunt. Didn't get any deer on the ground. Don't even know that I technically got a deer in bow range, but that's a fun night. I mean, it's still hot. It's still upper 70s. Temperature hasn't dropped that much, but the deer were moving. I counted 9 different deer that I saw from where I was at, and they were just all around. Nothing really came to the feed that I put out. But still, it's just cool to watch them and to know that there's all those deer around. And the other side of the property, right at dark, there was 3. I think I saw a couple of pictures where there was 4 deer there at a time. And so, I mean, that's 13 deer, and this property is only 30 acres. It's pretty cool. I've always felt like this property kind of hunted bigger than what it is, just with some of the terrain features, and it's just got some good sections of open woods and then some thick woods and then some lanes cleared through there, and it just seems to spread the deer out. So that's it for now. We might get another hunt in a couple days. If that doesn't work out, then it'll be this weekend before I get back out, but I'm just ready for it to cool off. I think the deer are too. Then should make everybody happier. So thanks for watching. Gotta get home and get cooled off, probably take a shower because I am still sweating. But in the meantime, go out and have your own Arkansas adventure.